I heard this song yesterday on the work playlist. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to add it to the rotation. And if you know me personally, you know that I listen to everything. If I like it and I can groove to it, or if I can like meditate to it, I'm listening to it. So I'm like 45 minutes early for my shift. It is Monday. Also, I remember when I was in, I want to say high school. I think it was high school, because that's when I kind of got out of my shell, and I did theater. And my first my first audition song was from Anastasia. It's not Disney. I think it might be DreamWorks or Pixar, something like that. Journey to the Past by Aaliyah. And my second song was Once Upon a December. It was so good. And then I just love Celine Dion. So anytime that I was in like musicals or anything like that, I always warmed up to the heavy hitters, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? But most of the time I can hit the notes. One thing that I really liked is that I love how Celine Dion's like voice is. And I'm only doing a little bit. I'm not doing a lot today. Like I said before, Mondays and Sundays I'm not there all day, so I'm not putting all day makeup on. Conserving. You gotta conserve it. I tell you, you gotta conserve it. Also, I've been trying to learn different languages, so I always like to listen to different music, and that helps me learn. When it is like something like my favorite song or anything like that, I play the heck out of it when I first hear it. It's just so good. I'm like, again. Of course, like, you know, it kind of turns me off eventually. But I always felt bad for my mom, because I was like always singing in my room, and it happens to be the same song. Luckily, I had my headphones on, but that didn't mean anything because I was still singing. At least I sounded good. If I didn't, I'm pretty sure she was just like, baby, I need you to, you know, probably use your inside voice. Because, you know, in our house, we weren't allowed to have, you know, to close our doors. We weren't allowed to do that. You know, you didn't pay the bills, so you didn't have a door to close. That's kind of what we were brought up as. And I think, honestly, I would, I would definitely do that to my kids. Like, I would not, allow, like, of course they will have doors, but I wouldn't allow my kids to like close the doors. And then our number one rule was we had I like how I say we, but it was like you had cell phone curfews, I guess. You weren't really allowed to text at night, like past 7:30. You have to have like your homework done. And she's just like, you don't need to be talking. You're gonna see them in school tomorrow. What are you doing? You know? I'm like, yeah, but you're like, no. So, and then we also kept the phones by the door. They weren't in our rooms. One time I did sneak my phone in my room, and then I kind of just went to all kerfluffle. But yeah, I would definitely do that with my kids whenever I have them. I won't use like iPads or anything like that, you know. And I'm not saying that I never had like technology. I had a Game Boy, but that's about it. It's just like so many things going on in the world where I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm just kind of like, you kind of just have to be on your P's and Q's. Unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. There's creeps on the internet. So I'm just like, my kids will not be exposed to that. And yeah, of course, will they have knowledge about not being on, like, not, I wish that, but that was not the plan, so I can't really wish that. I would teach my kids how not to be naive online, especially as like a reformer, like people pleaser, or you know, somebody who like always wants to help, you know, didn't have clear boundaries. Yeah. Also, I just want to know why things have to like have that little aerosol shaker in there, because the little spray thing always gets clogged. I never found one, like that's day 2 of spraying that. I never really found one that actually works well. Yeah, just keep it as spray. I don't know what we're doing. What else? Yeah, I used to sing and dance. I'm gonna get back into it. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't know. It's a short life. I have like a ton of things that I want to do. It's a short, long life. It's however you want to spend it, you know? You're not being delulu. Of course, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. But I feel like, you know, to make mistakes, you gain wisdom if you are open enough to learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're not open to learn lessons and have the perspective that you need to be a better person, then I don't think that's the best route for you. Personally, again, just an opinion. Everybody has one. So, personally, I don't think that's best. Because you're going to run into people that are going to either be a mirror for you or a little bit of a tower. One of the two. But no, I really enjoyed myself today. I went to the gym. It's Monday, and I go to the gym like Monday through Friday, and I do my best to give myself a break Saturday and Sunday, of course, because you know what, your girl needs a break. The body's just like, you know what, I can rest. I ain't gonna do too much. We're not gonna do too much. No. See? Just a little bit cleaner. Now, if I'm kind of stressed and I'm a little bit in my head too much, I do go to the gym on the weekend. And because it's like one of the things besides like journaling, which I do need to get a new journal. If anybody knows any mystical journals out there, small business preferably, I would love a recommendation that has like a lot of pages. Like I got one journal, I made a video about it, and it's like a daily journal, and it's from LeBeau Paper Co. I love it so much. She's based out of Houston, Texas, and I made a video about it on my business YouTube and my business Instagram. This is not a plug, I just really enjoy her products. Yeah. So I'm sharing that with you there. No, I would like more pages because I have a lot to like release, and I can't always do that with paper blanks. Like I love paper blanks, I really do, but I can't always do that with paper blanks because that's my other phone, because it just goes away so quickly. I'm like, oh, and it's done. Oh, and it's done again. So I don't know, that's something I'm in search for. I have a mole right here. I'm not just putting I'm not putting a beauty mark just to put a beauty mark. I actually have that mole. Okay. I don't know, mole beauty mark. Are moles where it's risen, or is that a tag? What's between Mercury retrograde? What's the difference between a mole and a beauty mark? Answer that for me. Because I feel like that's the same. Is it not? You know what? I can be wrong. Sometimes I am wrong. No. But I think there was a trend on TikTok the other day. It's just like if you want to get to know somebody, you should share the like playlist of your Spotify. Boy, oh boy. You get a little Disney, you get a little Disturbed, you get Paramore, you get Celine Dion, you get a little California Love, you get a little Tupac, you get a Aaliyah, you get Brandy, you get it's just a lot you can get from my playlist. It's nothing like I listen to one thing. I'm like, if it sounds good, I can bop to it, I can meditate to it, I can vibe to it. I'm listening to it. Why? Well, limit yourself. So I listen to even Arabic music. I'm going to learn what all that all means, because that's one of my languages I want to learn. Now he wants to play. We've been out at the lake for like ever, and he didn't want to play. He just wanted to sit on my lap. I'm like, this is time to play. You got to get it out. Like, you got to move, Jack, because then we got to go. Yeah. I don't know if I want to. Do I want to do myself? Okay. I probably should. I look like a who? Sexer. Anyways, I'm just being weird. But yeah, what's probably your vibe on your Spotify playlist? Let me know. I don't know why I'm looking at that. It's not really working for me. Journal recommendations for sure. Thick pages, preferably. Tea stain, not. It doesn't have to, but it'll be nice to have that option. This is probably not the best angle. I'll look a little bit more put together. It's fine. Yeah. So I need help with those, if you don't mind. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'm gonna go to work, and then I got my own projects that I gotta do. I also need to make a reel for Nanish, because it's, and I guess we're listening to this song now. Way to close out the I need to stop stalling and do this reel. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully they don't take all the sound out and I have to reshoot this. But I appreciate you, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.